And good evening, hockey fans in Newfoundland and Labrador, across Canada, and around the world via the internet. Welcome you inside the CBS Arena in Conception Bay South, Newfoundland and Labrador. Game number 2 of the Herder Memorial Trophy Championship Series between the visiting Deer Lake Red Wings and the hometown CBS Baker Flooring Blues. We'll come up inside the booth for just a moment. If you can see me, the lights are off here in the stadium. I'm not sure what they've got planned. It's a little bit dark up here in the booth. Hi, I'm George Scott. Steve Power, who joined me last night for periods 2 and 3 to provide some fantastic color commentary, not available this evening, so I'll be doing this on my own, except with the help of Steve Clark, who's doing the camera for us this evening. Last night, of course, a big win for the Deer Lake Red Wings, 6-2, a game that they broke open in the third period as the lights come on. It was 1-1 after 2 periods. We were talking about how goals were tough to come by, and it probably going to lead to a very close series, tight series. And no sooner had we said that when the Red Wings scored 3 quick goals in succession and basically put it away right there, and ended up going up 6-1. The Blues got one back late to make it a 6-2 final. For the Blues, talking to some of those guys today before the game, and one of the things they said is they haven't played in a couple of weeks, whereas Deer Lake just finished up last week in their series against Grand Falls Windsor. Blues finished off their series against St. John's a couple of weeks ago, so they thought they were a little rusty, and they expecting a better effort here this evening. Okay, we're going to go right to the national anthem, and then we will be underway with this evening's game. Starting goaltenders for the CBS Blues. It'll be, once again, the guy who started in last night's game, Matt Jenkins. He won the award last night, or presented with the award last night for the top goaltender in Newfoundland senior hockey this past year. He was replaced in the third period by backup Andrew Rose, and he will get the start again this evening. And of course, for the Deer Lake Red Wings, player that a lot of people are talking about, ex-NHLer Keith Kincaid. Strong game last night. I felt that Deer Lake did a good job keeping the Blues to the outside. They didn't get a lot of shots from coming in close. Kincaid did come up with a couple of big saves, but for the most part, he saw everything that was shot at him and had a fairly easy night of it. And I'll mention when Steve Power was with me last night watching the game, it was 1-1 after 2, but he commented after the first period that Deer Lake were playing a very, as he called it, a heavy game that he thought would pay dividends later on, and he proved to be correct as the Red Wings put up 5 goals in that third period to run away with it at the end. All right, we're underway. The Red Wings in the white and red, the Blues in the blue, and the first chance goes to the Blues. That went behind Kincaid, came out the other side. Blues, good start to this game. Good opening shift. Andrew Ryan had that first opportunity. Gillard pasted against the boards. Kennedy winds up, shot right on, and Kincaid's got that in the glove, holds on. It's the kind of start the Blues needed after last night's game to get the fans in this one early. They did get the first goal last night, but didn't get another one till late in the third period when it was already decided. Blues win the faceoff. Back to Dower. Dower puts it in behind the goal. Kelly tracks it down, back at the point. Back in behind the goal. They get it to Thibault, the captain. Comes to the near boards. Moody behind the net. Stepping out in front. Thibault, couple of whacks at it. A third chance. Net is dislodged. Whistle goes, and Kincaid keeps it out. And after being under pressure in their own end, that first minute, the Red Wings will make a wholesale change. Blues change their defense. Coffey to Gillard, to Thomas, little tip pass. Etchegary couldn't get it very far. That missed Kincaid behind the net. Gillard pass too far for Anderson. Down the ice, they're going to say Cleary could have gotten to it. They'll wave off the icing. Keep the play going. Thibault in the corner. Gets it up along the boards. Blues bring it out. Kelly in over the blue line. Gillard takes him to the boards. Gillard's got the puck. Following up on it, that's Thibault. Threw it into the crease. It's loose there. Kelly with a chance. That hit the goal post. Great chance there for the CBS Blues. Kelly hit the goalpost in behind Keith Kincaid. It's been all Blues early. Gillard looking for Coffey. Hopped over his stick. Hoff looking for the puck. It's in his skates. Now it's up along the boards. Kane's in there as well for the Red Wings. Puck goes up in the air. Stays in play. Nixon looking for it. It's Lindstrom, the defenseman. Again, can't get it deep, but the Blues stay on it. Nixon looking for it. To the boards with Hoff. It's been a great start for the CBS Blues after losing game one. They don't want to lose both games at home and go into Deer Lake next weekend, and there's the save. Let's take a look at that goal post. This is Thibault down in the corner. Centers it, and then it's just a mad scramble, and Kelly picks it up here. Comes in, gets that loose puck. Ding! Off the post it goes. And we remain scoreless. Blues win the draw. Dower puts it in deep. Hodge looking for it. And finally the Red Wings get to it but can't get it out. McKay finally out over the blue line, gets it to center, and he will send it in. Thibault leaves it back there for Dower. Jenkins leaves it for Dower. And for Ryan. Pass a little bit too far for him. This is Peyton Hoyt. His shot caught by Jenkins and held. Hoyt was the star of last night's game. He got the opening goal for the Red Wings late in the second period to tie it at 1, and then contributed 4 assists in that big third period for the Red Wings. So a 5-point night for Peyton Hoyt. We have the two Hines brothers out there now, Michael and Brandon, along with Valentin Clairot up front for the Red Wings. Hines right from the faceoff, and a good pad save by Jenkins. Back to Applin. Quickly across. Robinson. That one off a skate, and Applin's got to go back to get it. Ryan Applin, right out of U18 AAA, joining the Red Wings, and in his first Herder game, his first season, senior hockey, had a goal and an assist last night. He also took a big hit from Brandon Bussey down the corner. Bussey picked up a major and is sitting out tonight's game on the automatic one-game suspension. That'll come off the boards right to Kincaid. So Bussy's out, and in his place for the Baker Flooring Blues, it's Andrew Pottle, who did not play last night. Face-off win for the Red Wings, goes behind the goal. Gillard. Pass intercepted. Blues keep it in. Wall with a shot. That hit player in front, and the Red Wings will bring it out. Anderson off the stick of Etchegaray. Thomas along the boards for the Red Wings, just backhands it softly into the corner. Wall with a bit of a reverse hit there on Etchegaray. Etchegary's got it though behind the net. Gets it out in front. No, they wave it off. Red Wings, they're celebrating. Referee clearly saying no goal. And Etchegaray wants an explanation. The net had come off. That's the explanation. Gillard didn't like the explanation. Darren Langdon over the other side liked it even less. And the referee goes over to the Red Wing bench to talk to Darren Langdon. So no goal, we stay scoreless. 4:10 into the opening period. It'll be Etchegaray against Wall. Goes into the corner. Wall has it behind his own net. And Wall goes down hard. Puck goes up in the air just outside the blue line. Connors knocked it down. Wall reaching for it. Gillard has it back in his own end. Turns, plays it off the boards, gets it out. Went off Etchegaray's stick. Then he plays it up ahead to Thomas. Thomas with a shot right into the breadbasket of Jenkins. Easy save for the Blues goaltender. Matthew Jenkins put up an outstanding 2.1 goals against average in the regular season for the Blues. And that's why he was the recipient of the President's Award for the top goaltender in Newfoundland senior hockey this past year. A number of awards presented prior to puck drop in Game 1 yesterday. Another big crowd on hand here at the CBS Arena in Kelligrews. Hoyt winding up, puts on the brakes down the corner, stops, he'll play it back to the point. Pinkston with a shot right into the glove of Jenkins. And the Blues will make a late change. They are the home team. They get the last change. Puck comes in front of the CBS goal. Cleared out. Red Wings at center. Cody Drover. Drover plays it in. He gets hit hard into the boards. There's James Kennedy with the hit on Drover. Goes up in the air, down the ice. McKay. Ryan trying to track him down. Ryan's a big man. Working against McKay. Puck comes loose. And there's a slash on the hands of Hoyt and no call. And he turns and looks back at the referee. I mean, we could see it from here. He took a pretty good slash to the wrist. Lindstrom, who had a very good game last night. Shot by Smith. Went off a stick, hits the boards. Ryan looking for it. Keynes moves it ahead. Hoff plays it into the corner. Peavy in there first. Back at the point. Applin right on goal. Cleared away by Jenkins, and the Blues will turn. Head up the ice. Robinson back in his own end. It's Lucas Robinson. It's being hounded. Puck goes to the boards, and Robinson couldn't get it out. Good work there by Connors. Applin following up on it. Applin. Shot in on goal. Jenkins takes that in the pads. So it'll bring about a face-off in the Blues end. .45 left. First period, no score. Blues able to move it out just inside the blue line, hard off the glass, back into the CBS end. Quick pass up ahead. It's Moody one-handed it behind the goal. It's played out in front, gets by everybody, comes out to center. Dower will get the return pass. And just avoiding a hit there was Kelly. And Coffey is down. He's shaken up heading to the bench. The two players collided leg on leg. I don't think either one actually stuck their leg out. I think they just missed the hit. Red Wings are going to complain about it. Coffey, the player who was shaken up, turned and went to the bench, is now back out on the ice. Just hopped on the bench and then hopped back out, so I guess he's okay. And a lot of players on the ice right now as both teams changing. Inadvertent whistle will come back to center. Pinkston to McKay, up to Etchegaray, just got a touch on it, so no icing. Jenkins leaves it for Cleary. Wall brought it in, following up on his Cleary, plays it behind the goal. McKay, he's hit right away. Nixon gets it behind the net. Nixon in the corner, battling with Etchegaray. Coming over to help out is Connors for the Blues. Still held against the boards. Finally, it'll just come out over the blue line. Red Wings have it. Up ahead for Anderson. Cleary head on a swivel with Anderson chasing him. Able to get to it. Backhands it down into the Red Wings end. Robinson, the middle, looking for Langdon. Following up on it is Hoyt. Avoided a couple of hits as he snuck between two Blues players. Last night was a physical game, and I expect tonight will be the same, and it has been so far. Red Wings can't get it out. Here's Hodge, gets it to the front of the net. They throw it in front, unable to get a stick on it was Smith, and the Red Wings come away. Applin through the middle. He avoided a hit. Applin gets to it, sends it in right to Jenkins. Jenkins will hold it with Hoyt right there. Thought about leaving it for Lindstrom, but thought better of it. Shots on goal, even 6 aside. A little less than halfway through this first period. Puck goes to a far corner. On it first was Connors. Gets it down into the Red Wings end. Pass was missed. Dower's got it, and Blues will bring it back in. Try and give it to Connors. Gillard plays it around behind his net. Duty's on it first. Plays it behind the goal. Gillard. And again, no Steven Sims for the Red Wings tonight. He is in civvies. Did not dress for last night's game either. And of course, they're not telling us the nature of the injury, but he was used very sparingly in the series against Grand Falls Windsor. In the Central West semifinal, Duty tried to shoot it in and the stick exploded. He goes to the bench. Here's Michael Hines for Brandon Hines, and getting back to break that up was Kelly. And it's going to be a penalty coming up to the Red Wings. Kelly coming in, shot right on goal. Kincaid's got it, but in behind the play, the referee spotted something. And we had a lot of this last night as the players gather around the net. A lot of that kind of scrum after the whistle last night, and it's continuing today. First power play belongs to the CBS Blues. Michael Hines gone to the penalty box for the Red Wings.
Make some noise for Blues power play.
It'll be Hodge, Kelly, and Ryan up front for the Blues on this power play. Lindstrom, who's got the puck, he lost it. And we talked last night about how dangerous the Red Wings can be when they are shorthanded. You have to be careful. Blues get it in. Thrown around the boards. But taken by the Red Wings and sent down the ice. That was Etchegaray, and the Red Wings will change. Hodge, they need to get him going. Had a quiet night last night. Lindstrom across. That shot stopped by Kincaid. Unable to hold it in. That was close over at the blue line. Kyle Thibault thought he held it in. Linesman said, "No, I disagree." Well, the face-off be just outside the blue line. Exactly 1 minute left to go in the power play. Face-off win for the Red Wings, and they'll send it down. That'll kill another 15, 20 seconds at least. Moody shoots. That hit the post as well. That's a couple of goal posts now for the Blues. See, fooled Kincaid short side. Kincaid reaches down and gives the post a little tap. Thank you very much. Smith making a move. Smith shot. Kincaid's got it between the pads, holds it. Whistle goes, and here we go again. Expect to see a lot of that sort of thing tonight. What a great rush just a moment ago. Zach Moody broke in and got away a shot and kind of fooled Kincaid as he went short side and hit the post. Came back out. The Hodge against Etchegaray. Etchegaray wins it. Goes to the boards. Robinson to Gillard. Down the ice right on goal. Bouncing puck. Jenkins had to be careful. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Hodge stood up at the blue line. A big heavy check that time by Gillard as the penalty is just about to expire. And it has expired. And that'll be an icing call.
Blues merchandise you can purchase. While you're there, grab a 50-50 ticket and a chuck-a-puck will be thrown in the second intermission.
We're looking for the... see if we get it here. Hodge over the blue line, and Gillard stepped into him. Coffey, center, gets it only as far as the Blues blue line. Michael Hines played it in. Ryan off the boards. Coffey plays it back out. Dowers got a teammate trapped inside, couldn't bring it in. Now the Blues will flip it in. Coffey turning back inside his own blue line. Lifts it up through center, looking for Brandon Hines. Couldn't knock it out of the air. Well, that was Clairot, and that pass was intended to be D to D, but it went D to the goaltender. Jenkins had to be careful, make the save on his defenseman. Now the Blues bring it in. Can't get it to the front of the goal. Wall down in the corner. He's got some room. Back for Kennedy. Just elects to play it behind the goal. Goes by everybody to the far boards. Kept in. Long shot. Easy save for Kincaid. Gillard plays it out, and Brandon Hines will get it down the ice. Kennedy receives the pass here on the near side, in over the blue line. Kennedy with some room. Kick save by Kincaid. Here comes Cody Drover. His pass intercepted, and the Blues clear it out. And that attempted dump in hit Langdon in the helmet. Allowed the Blues to clear it in. Langdon's okay, and he's got the puck. He'll shoot it in around the boards. That went up high, but stayed in play. Hoyt gets hit along the boards. Moody stepped into him. Fans like that one. And then Hoyt comes in and just plasters Cole Goss. And the physical play continues here. Blues bring it in. Here's a chance. Moody tried to play it in front. That's broken up. Applin just got it out. Moody at center. Puck goes up in the air. Stays in play. Went up over the rafters, and then knocking it out of the air and golfing it down the ice was Applin. Tipped in. Applin off the boards. Doesn't get it out. Ryan. Big number 79 for the Blues down in the corner against Applin. And Applin, much smaller player, got to the puck, cleared it. Robinson to the corner. Racing after it, Anderson. Keep your head up out there, guys. Everybody's looking to lay the body onto somebody. Hodge defeated in front, went off McKay. Hit Kincaid. Kincaid's got it and will hold on. Peyton Hoyt got hit just inside the Blues blue line. Didn't particularly like it and decided to extract a little revenge. You see him go down here in the corner. Lines up Cole Goss, and that's a big hit. Last night's game was physical. This one, even more so. McKay. Michael Hines hit along the boards. McKay knocks it down. He's got it up the middle, looking for Clairot. Clairot leaves it for Brandon Hines. Brandon Hines snapshot, missed the net by pretty good margin. Come all the way back to the Red Wings blue line. Pinkson goes the other side to McKay. McKay gets it over the blue line and will clear it in. Connors just gets rid of it. Pinkson. Michael Hines to Brandon, to Clairot, back to Brandon Hines. Brandon Hines winds up, shoots it, and again he missed the target. Brandon Hines with that great shot we've talked about so many times over the years. Missed on his last two attempts. McKay with a good rush, puts on the brakes in behind the goal, lost the puck, and the Blues will come the other way. They'll bring it in. Thibault and Moody. Nixon to Moody. Moody behind the net. Tried to play it back for Kennedy. Went off a skate and will go all the way down the ice. Lindstrom has to go back to get it. Under 4.5 to play in a highly entertaining first period. Hodge backhanded it in. Red Wings play it out. Hodge has it again. Back at his own blue line, he'll drop it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom behind the goal. Gets it to Kennedy. Moody. He lost it. Robinson played it ahead for Drover. Hodge brings it in over the blue line. Hodge, his pass was in behind his teammate Connors. Gillard and Hodge go into the corner. Langdon in there as well. Connors lost it, and Drover makes the pass across to Robinson, the defenseman. Shot right on goal. Blues can't get it out. Now they do. They just dump it down the ice. We'll go right to the goaltender, Kincaid. Robinson has it. Lucas Robinson. Good pass over to Thomas. Chris Thomas. Etchegaray with a shot. Big rebound given up by Jenkins that time, but the Blues are on it and able to clear it. Ryan squeezed out behind the goal. Ryan's got it again back there. Working it up the boards. The Red Wings have it. McKay. Brandon Hines. Back to McKay. He'll dump it in. Hines tried to put a big hit on the Blues defenseman, missed, and the puck will come out. Gillard has it. Gillard dumps it in. Michael Hines ducked out of the way of that when he saw his teammate trying to shoot it in. Comes off the boards, and the Blues are away. Duty holding it, drops it. Shot stopped by Kincaid as he set up Connors. A good blocker save. Blues on it again behind the goal. Gillard plays it into the corner. Claro in there first. Up for Hines. Hines tried to chip it out. Hit the linesman. Red Wings changing. Goss hard around the boards. Dixon missed it. This is Hoyt. He stood up at the blue line. Blues in. Connors bouncing puck goes to the boards. Back at the point. Kennedy with a shot. That hit Nixon up high. Wouldn't have counted. It's touched with a high stick. And now we're going to get a high sticking penalty against the Blues. Inadvertent high stick, but it's Peyton Hoyt who got clipped. They're going to check. I don't think there's any. Looks like it's just going to be 2. It'll be a Red Wings power play with 1:09 to go in the first period. And what a period it has been. Red Wings win the faceoff. And then they give it away, and Kelly will send it the length of the ice.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Red Wings shoot it in. It's Tyler Wall in the penalty box for the Blues. Hoyt plays it behind the goal. Drover knocked down in front of the goal. Play allowed to continue. Gillard. Back to Claro. 25 seconds to go in the period. Back to Gillard. Drover. Back up top. Claro over this side. Hines can't shoot it. 12 seconds. Drover. Claro, his shot, that changed direction, ended up in behind the goal. 4 seconds left to go. They get it back to the point. One more chance maybe. Broken up, fired down the ice, and the first period comes to an end. 51 seconds left in the penalty to the Blues. That's what'll be on the clock when we come back for period number 2. That was very entertaining hockey. Big hits, great scoring chances. The Blues with a couple of goal posts and a couple of penalties. A little bit of everything. All right, we'll take a break here in our webcast, and we'll be back with the second period of this game in 18 minutes from now. You're watching the 2026 Herder Memorial Trophy Championship Series, game number 2 from the CBS Arena. Back in a bit. we've got 51 seconds left in the penalty to the CBS Blues to start this second period. No score between the Red Wings and the Blues here in Game 2 of the Herder Memorial Trophy Championship Series. Red Wings lead the series 1-0 after a 6-2 victory here last night. Nope, we have to try that face-off again and again. There we go. Now we're underway again. Red Wings on the power play. 45 seconds left to go in their man advantage. Talking to a lot of folks around the arena during the intermission, and everybody was praising the play in that first period. Well played game, physical play, good scoring chances. I said it was probably the best period of hockey I've seen this year. Brandon Hines. Gillard with a shot. Easy stop there. Absolutely nobody in front of Jenkins. There's no way you're going to beat Matthew Jenkins from there. Shots on goal in that first period, 13-9 in favor of the Blues. And they also hit a couple of posts. 18 seconds to go in the power play. Hoyt in looking for it, played up around the boards. Gillard has it. Gillard up top to Clairot. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Gillard wound up and it went off the heel of his stick. And that's going to do it. The power play is now over. Dump down the ice. Back to get it. Clairot. Valentin Clairot winding up the right side. Anderson. That went off a stick. Clairot knocked it down. Hoyt all alone in front. Hoyt, that shot was blocked. Went up in the air. Came off the end boards and Jenkins awkwardly falling backwards was able to cover the puck. Another sellout here at the CBS Arena. Completely sold out last night. All the seats, all the standing room tickets, and the same thing again tonight. So much interest in this Herder here in 2026. A lot of Red Wings fans made the journey over from the West Coast as well. Across the way, you see a lot of red jerseys. Applin across to Robinson, who lofted into the Blues end. Cleary will skate it out to center, sends it in right onto Kincaid, and Hines tried to step into him. There's Michael Hines to Brandon, in it goes. Tucker behind his own goal, plays it off the boards, and that was taken off the boards by Pinkson. He got away a good shot. There's nobody over on that right side. When it came off the boards, Pinkson came in and said, okay, nobody here, I'll go get it. Got away a pretty good shot. Another good save by Jenkins. Going to wave out Tyler Wall. Connors comes in to take it for the Blues, and the Blues control it, and they'll move it out. This is Wall. Got it over the red line and then sent it in. Pinkson had that last scoring chance back there. Quick outlet. Brandon Hines puts on the brakes. Feeds it back. Pinkson with another chance. Stick save made by Jenkins. It's left behind the goal. Hines was in looking for it. McKay hopped over the stick of Clairot, and the Blues get it out down the ice. Race is on. Wall gets there first. Played it out in front. And then we'll come the other way. Hoyt. Hoyt with a shot. Well over the top of the net. Connors picks it up here on the near boards. Up through the middle. Good pass. Nixon tracking it down in the corner. Coffey's on him. Nixon still controlling it. They throw it into the slot. Ryan with a shot that went off the stick of Drover, up and out of play. Well, the frenetic pace continues here in the second, and the little scrum after the whistle continues as well.
Let's get down. Go, Blues, go. Go, Blues, go.
PA announcer trying to get the fans going, but everybody seems to be waiting for something to happen. Waiting for that first goal. Hoyt couldn't get it out. Ryan kept it in. Drover picked that off. That's kept onside. There's a chance for Smith right into the chest of Kincaid, and coming in behind was Hodge, and Kincaid giving Hodge the death stare because he got clipped from behind, and Kincaid still staring at Hodge. Drover got it over to Hoyt. Tried to get it back to Langdon. That missed. And Gillard has it out at center. Fires it down into the far corner. That'll be an offside against the Red Wings. Jenkins holds it up. Cleary going into the corner. Half on him. Cleary goes down, and a big hit in the corner, and there's going to be a penalty coming up to the Blues. Red Wing player hit into the boards and is down. Not sure who that was. Trainer for the Red Wings has come out. Again, as you can see from our vantage point, down below the boards. Didn't quite pick who it was. Going to the penalty box, Zach Moody. Red Wings gate is open as well. Morgan Peavy going in. And it's Thibault with the initial hit, and Thibault has been sent from the game. Last night, Brandon Bussey, similar sort of play down to our left. He got ejected from the game, and he's not available for today's game, a one-game suspension. I mean, losing Kyle Thibault is a huge loss for the CBS Blues. And again, the Deer Lake player still on the ice down below the boards. We will not speculate on who that is. But the puck was going down along the boards. He turned and then was hit into the boards. It's Isaiah Keynes, number 10. And he looks to be, and hopefully okay, as he makes his way to the bench. I don't know if he'll go to the dressing room, and yes, he will. Not able to make his way over their zone power, which is good. Pottle will come in and serve that penalty to Thibault. The other penalties to the Red Wings and the Blues will be offsettings for the scrum that happened after the hit. And they've got to do a little work on the ice down in the corner. We've got the scraper out, which usually indicates there's, as they say, some leakage down there. They've been cut. Five minutes against Kyle Thibault will be served by number 10, Andrew Pottle. A big moment here in the game. The Blues win the face-off and send it down the ice.
Number 21, Kyle Thibault, 5-minute head contact and a game misconduct.
5-minute head contact and a game misconduct.
Blues penalty, number 96, Zach Moody, 2 minutes roughing.
Moody and Peavy get 2 minutes each for roughing. That was after the initial penalty. So 4.5 minutes to go in this man advantage for the Red Wings in this scoreless game. Drover, Clairot, back up top to Gillard, over the other side Brandon Hines. Hines loves to set up top of the circle over on that left side. Gillard winds up, shoots, blocked. Clairot has it. Back to Gillard, to Clairot. Drover looking around. Back up top. Gillard. Drover walking in over to Hines. Couldn't one time it. Neither could Gillard. Gillard gets a shot away. It went wide. Hines has got it. Tried to make that pass through all that traffic. Blues intercepted it, but the Red Wings get it back. Gillard likes to put it down in the corner. Clairot leaves it there for Drover. Back to Clairot. Back to Drover. Everything to the outside right now. Lots of possession. There's a shot, and that hit Jenkins right in the cage. Referee checks with him to see if he's okay. He indicates that he is. I said everything was to the outside until it wasn't. And a great scoring chance there. Still 3 minutes to go in the power play. And that's sent down the ice by Dower. McKay will take it behind the goal. Michael Hines shoots it in. Etchegerry leaves it. McKay. Shot doesn't get through. Michael Hines going to the boards. Comes back to McKay. Puck bounces, keeps it onside. Back to McKay. Shot bouncing puck. Didn't get a lot on that one. It went up over the top of the goal. Michael Hines working in the corner. Robinson comes up with it. Robinson back at the point for Langdon. They'll exchange. Langdon goes down in along the goal line. Back up top. Robinson over the other side to McKay. McKay with the slap pass looking for Langdon. A couple of players go down, Langdon and Dower. And the Blues come up with it, and they'll bring it out. Connors will send it in. Under 2 minutes to go. Just the one good scoring chance for the Red Wings, and they've got to go back in their own end. So far, the Blues doing a great job killing this penalty. It's a 5-minute major. Hoyt stopped at the blue line. Coming back the other way, shorthanded. Nixon trying to split the defense. McKay did a good job to stay with him. Now McKay's got to go to the boards. Duty had him lined up. McKay got rid of it. The Red Wings will bring it out. Brandon Hines back out there. Drops it off for Drover. They get the first unit back out. Drover up top, Gillard. Hoyt. Hoyt with a shot. That missed him. Ran along the dasher and came out. Just 1 minute to go now in this power play. And the Blues have it. Hodge, hard off the glass, down the ice. Drover. Drover steps around the outside, got around Dower, plays it back to Clareau. 35 seconds left to go in the power play. Drover down into the corner. Hines. His shot again missed the target. Drover has it. Back to Brandon Hines. Can't shoot that. Back for Drover. Drover. Shot. Stopped by Jenkins. Rebound is there. Hoyt has it. Hoyt with a shot. Jenkins has got that as well with just 16 seconds left to go in the power play. Great job done by CBS Blues, and when the Red Wings did get in a couple of scoring chances, Matt Jenkins stood tall. Now the net has become dislodged in behind Jenkins. They've got to get that put back. The referee will check that. We're good to go. As I said, 16 seconds left to go in that 5-minute major. Robinson tried to shoot it. It was blocked by Wall. Langdon played it across, and that'll do it. The penalty is over. See if the Blues can get some momentum from that great penalty kill. Key moment in this game. Etchegaray tried to make the pass across. That was broken up. Another good defensive play. That time it was James Kennedy who intercepted the pass. Wall down the left side. Wall getting around the outside of Robinson, cutting in to the outside of the net. Players pile into the corner. Hoff is poke checked at center. Hodge looking for it. It goes to the far boards. Robinson will send it in deep. Blues with a chance to move it out. Ryan breaking in. He lost it. Can't get it out. That went off of Coffey, the defenseman, and just wide of the post. And the Blues responding after that penalty kill, now with a good offensive push. Hodge got it out in front. Stopped by Kincaid. Clareau. That hit Coffey's skate. Following up on it, Cole Goss. Goss taking it in. Lindstrom. He'll shoot it in. Lots of action, lots of opportunities. No goals, and that'll be an icing call against the Blues. Linesman has to go and retrieve a broken stick that was in behind the Red Wings goal. So a slight delay here. Bring that over to the Red Wings bench. And we are set to go. Kelly comes up with the loose puck. Kelly straight up the ice. To center, poke check there. Hoyt with a shot, good blocker save by Jenkins. Hoyt's got a great shot. Jenkins tracked that perfectly. McKay plays it to the front of the goal. Went off a leg to the far corner. Drover's looking for it. Kelly plays it to the near boards. McKay able to hold it in back behind the goal. Hoyt. He's got Langdon out in front. It comes out in front. Langdon trying to get to it. Puck is loose there and the Blues have it. Kelly's away. Back to Kelly, and it went off of Pinkson. And the Red Wings have it. Cody Drover drops it. Hoyt steps into one. That went off Connor's stick into the corner. Hoyt follows up on it and knocks down Pottle in behind the Blues goal. And there's a hit down the other end. The heavy hitting continues. Wall with a shot. Didn't get through. Wall's got it in the corner behind the goal. Connor's looking for it. Back at the point. Kept in by Connors. Connors with a shot. That missed the target. Goss holds it in. Back behind the goal. Dower will pick it up. Tipped into the corner. Smith. Smith has it. Still kept in behind the goal line. Into the corner it goes. There's a chance. Ryan with a shot. That's stopped by Kincaid. Another chance. Blues buzzing right now. Ryan lays out, trying to keep it in. Red Wings get it. They send it down on goal. And the Red Wings get in a much-needed change. That was a tired group out there. Here's Kelly. Kelly in. Lost it. Great defensive play by Gillard. Clareau going into the corner. Going in there hard with Smith. Clareau holding it. Couldn't get a shot through. The Blues come the other way. Kelly off the boards, down the ice. Gillard on it first. Clary around the boards for Cole Goss. Tried to play it back behind the net. Gave it away. Comes out in front. Connors has it. Connors up the ice for the Blues. Connors in over the blue line. Connors has got it and it went off his stick into the corner. Clary with a shot. Kincaid got a piece of it with the glove. Wall. Back to Goss, to Wall. Clary, tip, scores! Clary took the shot, and I believe it was Connors who got the stick on it, put it between the legs of Kincaid, and the Blues strike first. Just great pressure by the CBS Blues. See Clary over here calling for it. And right in front, tipped. Kincaid, no chance. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the second period. We get our first goal. Brad Connors. Wall and Cleary get the assists. And you could see ever since they killed off that 5-minute major penalty, the Blues have been coming on offensively. Drover trying to feed it in front. Stopped twice by Kennedy. Out they come. Smith. He's got Ryan with him. Drops it back for Hodge. Hodge in front. It's tipped wide by Smith. Michael Hines lost the handle as he got in over the blue line. Robinson kicked it in, but had teammates trapped inside, so they'll give the Blues a chance to move it out. Tipped in by Moody. Red Wings get it out. Hoyt. Thomas back behind the goal. Langdon back for Hoyt. Up top, shot over the top of the net by Gillard. Kept in by Coffey. Down and around behind the goal. Dangerously in front. Kelly got a stick on it for the Blues, and they get it down the ice. Thomas back to get it. Tried to play it off the boards. Closing on him quickly was Moody. Moody spinning down there, avoiding hits. And the Red Wings come out with it. 3 minutes to go here in the second. And that'll be an icing call. Wall with his shot. Kincaid's got that and holds on. Wow. Comes to the side of the goal. Kincaid will cover it. Down to 2:42 to go here in period number 2. We finally got a goal. 1-0 for the Blues. Zip behind the goal line, down in the corner along the boards. Thoreau battling in there. Smith trying to kick it free. And we've got a penalty coming up against the Blues. Kincaid's gone to the bench on the delayed penalty. And it's touched up. And the Red Wings will go back on the power play. Andrew Ryan, interference. So knocked down the Red Wings player down in the Red Wings end. So the Blues killed off a 5-minute penalty earlier in the period. Now they've got a 2-minute penalty to try and kill off. Gillard with a shot right into the glove of Jenkins. Hoyt against Hodge. Comes back to the point. Clareau, Gillard, Hines. Back to Gillard, to Clareau. Back to Gillard. Hines. Clareau. Back up top for Hines. Hines with his shot. Missed the target again. And around the boards and out it goes. Brandon Hines needs to recalibrate his sights. He's missed on a number of opportunities tonight, and that is not like Brandon Hines. And the errant pass sent down the ice by Lindstrom. Blues have killed off the first half of this 2 minutes. Just 1 minute left to go now in the Red Wings power play. Jenkins stops it behind the goal. He'll play it off the glass himself, but it'll come right to Gillard. Over to Hines. Hines winds up, shoots. That one off a stick, comes right into the crease. It was open for a second, and then the Blues get it and clear it. 40 seconds left to go in the power play. Gillard. And that pass nowhere near the intended target. And Red Wings right now looking a little disorganized. 20 seconds to go in their power play. Hines has it. Robinson's got some room. Robinson with a shot. Jenkins with a big save. And that's going to pretty much do it. Just 5 seconds left to go in the power play. Another big kill for the Blues. Pass for Robinson. He'll tip it in. Just a couple of seconds left to go in the period. So 2 big penalty kills for the CBS Blues, and in between those 2 penalty kills, they got the first goal of the game. They lead it 1-0 after 2 periods of play. Last night it was 1-1 after 2 periods of play. Let's see what the third period brings us. Last night it was all Deer Lake in the third period, but the Blues have come out with a great effort here this evening. Take an 18-minute break, and we'll be back with period number 3. This is game number 2 of the 2026 Herder Memorial Trophy Championship Series. We are at the CBS Arena, and we are exclusive on AO.live. Back in a minute, everyone. Just the one goal in this game scored by the CBS Blues. Brad Connors late in the second period. And they lead it 1-0 here in game 2, trying to even up this series against the Deer Lake Red Wings. Last night, Red Wings took control of this game in the third period. For the Blues, they need to have a much better effort here in the third. Hang on to this one. We'll get ready to head to Deer Lake next weekend. And the Red Wings have it. Drover looking to get it to Hoyt. Hoyt couldn't hold it in. Gillard has it and sends it back in. Langdon couldn't touch it, would have been offside. It comes out, down into the Red Wings zone. Gillard back to pick it up. Drover to Langdon to Hoyt. Hoyt flips it in. Kennedy lost his stick. He's got it back. Blues come up with it behind their own goal and move it out. Moody. Oh, sorry, it's Ryan. Ryan busting right in. And the shot comes into the goaltender, and you had Ryan still in his crease. I don't know. Would have been interesting if that one had gone in. Andrew Ryan had gone into the crease. He collided with Kincaid. And then the shot came in. As I mentioned, we'll move to Deer Lake, the Hodder Memorial Recreational Complex next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday if necessary. If the Blues can hang on tonight, Sunday will be necessary. And if it goes beyond 5 games, back here in CBS the weekend after for games 6 and maybe a game 7. Who knows? Long way to go yet. We'll get through this period first. Go down the ice right to Jenkins, and he will cover it. Slow start to this third period. Face off to the right of Matt Jenkins. Moody plays it to the near corner. Lindstrom on it. Lindstrom off the glass. Down. Applin knocks it down. Took a swing at it. Missed it. Blues are on it down in the corner. Goes to the far boards. Brandon Hines has it. Hines into the middle. Finds Clairot. Clairot to the right side. Shot comes in wide of the goal. Ringing around the boards. Gillard got a skate on it. Kept it in. He and Moody are in there. Puck comes loose. The Blues have it. Nice play to get it ahead to Nixon. Nixon drops it off. Here's Hodge. Hodge with his shot. Missed short side. Puck stays in play, and it stays in the Red Wings' end. Gillard. Gillard stepping out from behind his goal. Gives it to Etchegaray, and Etchegaray sends it in. Anderson on it first. Comes off the boards. Wall reverses it, leaves it in the corner. Picked up there by Dower. Dower couldn't get it out. Coffey trying to keep it in for the Red Wings. Goss moves it up to the blue line, and then it is sent in right to Kincaid, and Kincaid's going to have to scoop that up.
Skip the heavy, no souls and low power. Coffee out of brokers. We want to love your review goal.
Red Wings get it off the face-off and get it out and down the ice. Picked off there by the Blues, sent right back in. It's McKay. McKay skating it in, gets it over center. That went off of Lindstrom. Now Lindstrom will go back to pick it up. To Smith. That's picked off by McKay. Not a whole lot happening here early in this third period. Drover will try and make something happen. Drover with a shot. Pad save made by Jenkins. That will open up a little bit. Ryan threw it in front. They get it back. Shot. One off the defense. Knocked down by McKay. Didn't get through. Hoyt. Hoyt goes to the boards. Tried to play it out in front. That was picked off, and the Blues will get it out. Hodge. A shot, easy save there for Kincaid. Comes back to Hodge along the boards. He'll play it in behind the goal. Set up on the dasher for a bit. Michael Hines. Off the stick of Jenkins into the mesh. The face-off will stay in the CBS Blues end.
Your 50-50 tickets are still available. Get them while it lasts.
We played 3:44 here in this third period. Still just the one goal. Hines will come in to take the face-off for the Red Wings. Hines wins it back to Claureau. His shot again missed the target. That one off a skate. Didn't get through as it came to Hines. Applin. Robinson. Into the corner. Applin hustling in there to try and hold it in. Goes around the other side. Robinson. Michael Hines with his shot. That's stayed in play. Went up high, but didn't get to the mesh. So play continues in behind the CBS goal. Good shift here for the Red Wings. Threw it right through the crease. And finally it is cleared out. Gillard up ahead. Up at the blue line. Down into the corner they go. Big hit in the corner. Goss has got it. And Goss tried that long slap pass. Hit somebody and went out of play. We're going to bring the face off just outside the Red Wings blue line. Nixon driving it deep for the Blues. Duty got a stick on it. It's rung around the boards. Kept in by Kennedy. Gillard off the glass. Out at center. Knocked down. Lindstrom back to Kennedy. Up through the middle. It's tipped in. That was Duty. Coffey winding up for the Red Wings. Coffey cutting in through the middle. Coffey with a good rush. Coffey tried to pull it back between his skates and lost it. Lindstrom stayed with him. Pinkson. He'll reverse it to Hoyt. Back behind the goal. Pinkson will get it. Pinkson lost it in his skates for a second, and then Hodge is all over him. Coffey comes back to help out. Through the middle, hopped over the stick of Goss. Hoyt hustling in to get it. Hoyt throws it around the boards. Blues come up with it. Bring it out. Hodge will shoot it in. Pinkson gets it to Hoyt. They try and get the fans into it. Drover cutting in. Lost it as he cut to the goal, and Jenkins will cover it. "14 minutes exactly left to go." You see Matt Jenkins. I suspect he is going to be busy in these final 14 minutes. Hines shot went off somebody's stick up over the top of the net. Claureau is knocked down by Nixon, and the puck still kept in though by the Red Wings. Goes to the far side. Nobody over there. Lindstrom got there first. Nixon in over the blue line. Broken up by Robinson. Out it comes. Shot right back in. Right on goal. Kennedy clears it to the boards. Or Kincaid, rather. There's Lindstrom. Pass picked off. Thomas winds up the big slap shot. Blocker save made by Jenkins. That was headed for that top corner. Red Wings on it again. Comes back to the point. Kept in by Gillard. Over the other side. Thomas back to Gillard. Went off his skate. And now racing after it. Connors. Partial break and Kincaid comes rising out. Put in towards the goal. Knocked down by Coffey. And Coffey gave it away. Hit along the boards. To the open side. On it first. Wall. Great anticipation by Kincaid to come out and knock that away, and then the Blues tried to throw it towards the goal, and Coffey was backing up his goaltender and kept it out. Anderson. He'll dump it in and head to the bench. Red Wings will get a change in. That will allow the Blues to bring it out. Connors got a stick on it. Kincaid out to play it. Drover down the ice. Hoyt there first. No icing. Hoyt got it out in front. Drover got a stick on it. Hodge trying to get away. Just dumps it in. Pinkson. Hodge took it away from him. Tried to throw it in front. Comes back to the point. Kennedy winds up. Hit somebody in front. I think it hit Pinkson. Blues stay on it. Drover gets to it for the Red Wings. Here's Cody Drover. Working against Goss, puts on the brakes. Back at the point. Shot by Robinson is blocked. Comes back to Applin. Applin, that's also blocked. Smith with the second block for the Blues. And then it's off a skate and down the ice. Robinson's got to go back to get it. Lindstrom reverses it, gave it away. Brandon Hines out in front. Clairot can't get the shot away. Jenkins has got it and hangs on. .55 left. And the officials get the players separated. It'll be Michael Hines. Face off against Alex Duty. Official still talking to the players. Now it's Nathan Kelly, 40, to take the face off for the Blues. Hines with a shot right on goal this time. Pad save made by Jenkins. Blues get it out. Coffey drops it back to Gillard. Long stretch pass for Clairot. Michael Hines avoids the check, gets it in. Brandon Hines to Clairot. Clairot shot ends up here in the near corner. Puck off the glass. Gillard right on goal, and Jenkins has that one, and Red Wing player, his feet taken out from under him. No indication from the officials of a penalty. Red Wings beginning to press a little bit here in the third period. Blues hanging on. Still over 10 minutes to go here in the third. For the Blues, they need to start spending some time down in the Red Wings end of the ice and chewing up some time down there instead of defending all the time. And Hodge is going to try and do just that. Hodge plays it in. Smith is in there. 4 players along the boards. Referee watching them closely. Thomas played it around, or that was Applin rather, 27. And now Etchegaray has it for the Red Wings. They head to Hoff. Hoff will shoot it in and head to the bench. Anderson circling the goal. Came to the side of the goal, kept out, and the Blues come up with it. Wall up top, shot. Stopped by Kincaid. He's got it. Nice pass by Wall back to the trailer. Goss got away a good shot, but Kincaid read that perfectly. McKay, Pinkson, Drover, good outlet pass to Hoyt. Hoyt finds Langdon, back to Hoyt. Hoyt's in, shoots, stopped by Jenkins as he got the left pad down. But you can feel the Red Wings coming on here in the third. As Hoyt, that shot went in behind the goal. Comes out to center. Stephen Gillard to McKay. Pass missed Drover. Kennedy back to get it. Take it behind his goal. Leaves it in the corner. Lindstrom one-handed up the boards. There's a shot from Drover kicked away. All Red Wings now. McKay fanned on it. Hoyt has it. Back to McKay. Again, didn't get much on it. Backhand by Langdon, stopped by Jenkins and then cleared down the ice. The Blues needed a break, but they can't change. Cody Drover with that last chance for the Red Wings. Right pad save made by Jenkins. Langdon tried the little cheeky with his back to the net, go between the feet on the backhand, but just put it wide. In front of the goal, taken by Kennedy. Kennedy, that'll go into the Blues bench. Face-off will stay in the Blues end. But no doubt about it, the Red Wings have taken over here in the third period. Can't beat Matt Jenkins, but all the play down to our left. Hines with a shot, scores! Brandon Hines, I guess he did recalibrate his sights on that shot. Mentioned in the second period he'd missed on a number of opportunities, didn't miss on that one. And we're tied. You can smell it coming, folks. Face-off win for Michael Hines, right back to Brandon. And the one-timer gets under the pad. Nothing fancy, just under the pad of Jenkins in the back of the net. And we've got a 1-1 tie. Blues move it out through center to Smith. Smith will tip it in. Comes right to Kincaid. Kincaid plays it to the boards. Picked up there by Anderson. For Thomas. Actually, it was Claro who took the face-off. Gets the assist. Robinson off the boards. Was looking for Anderson. That's broken up. Back comes Smith. Smith with a shot well wide of the net. Hoyt golfs it out. Wall sends it back in. Both teams getting in some line changes. Under 7.5 left to go here in the third period. Pinkson to center, gets it in over the blue line and in a little deeper. Jenkins out to play it. A little miscommunication down the corner, and the Red Wings have it. Shot from a sharp angle, stopped by Jenkins. Langdon. Back up to Gillard. Gillard with a shot, it's tipped, it went wide. Langdon's got it again on the far side. Back up top to McKay. McKay with a shot to Hoyt, and that is stopped by Jenkins. Another face-off win for the Red Wings. Gillard puts it in behind the goal. This is Michael Hines battling for it. Got Kelly all over him. Red Wings get it. Claro turns, backhands it in. Kelly behind his own goal. Looking for Moody. Comes right into Jenkins, and Jenkins will have to hang on to it. Just about 6.5 left. Anxious moments here at the CBS Arena. Game 2 for Herder. Almost got it back to Brandon Hines again off that face-off. He was ready. Gillard off the glass high, out at center, taken by Claro. Michael Hines, Brandon Hines, pass a little bit in behind him, backhands it into the corner. Nixon off the boards. Kelly. Try to get the return pass to Kelly, broken up nicely by Robinson to Brandon Hines. Backhands it in, Kennedy will go back to get it. Swings it around the other side. Anderson gets there first for the Red Wings. Threw it in front. Claro. Hoff is hit in along the boards. Anderson in looking for it. Lindstrom was on him. Anderson's got it. Tried to center it. It went off a skate. Red Wings have it to the side of the goal. Anderson threw it out in front. Blues come away. Pottle shot off the glove of Kincaid. Will go into the corner. That's lifted up high. It'll stay in play. Goss back to get it. Pinkson plays it out. Hodge takes it off his skate and brings it in. McKay stayed with him. Leaned on him and put him down. Shot off a skate wide. Hoyt will pick it up. Etchegaray was in behind everybody. And that'll be icing against the Red Wings. Etchegaray having words with Dower. Officials get in between those two players. .438 left. Face off to the right of Keith Kincaid in goal for the Deer Lake Red Wings. Puck goes to the boards and behind. On it back there is Ryan. He's held there by Pinkston. A couple of big guys there. Red Wings had a chance to move it out. A shot by Hodge went off his stick and up and out of play. Almost a turnover there. Blues win the faceoff. Lindstrom shot. Blocker save made by Kincaid. Hoyt fanned on it. Hodge got it. Had it taken away. Hoyt up the ice. Peyton Hoyt for the Red Wings. Holds it. It's to the side of the goal. Drover trying to jam it in. And it'll come out. 4 minutes left. Coffey turns and shoots it in. Lindstrom to Smith. Smith backhands it in. Kincaid out to play it. Into the corner, taken by Gillard. Gillard up for Michael Hines. Cross ice in behind Brandon. Brandon fanned on the first attempt. Clairot couldn't touch it. Would have been offside. They tag up. Long stretch pass. Connors battling for it. Applin got to it. Connors drops it back. Goss to Wall. That pass was intended for the defenseman. It's going to send the Blues all the way back deep in their own end. Now Connors. Connors with some speed. Fanned on the shot. Puck goes up in the air, stays in play down in the corner. Clairot gets rid of it. Lindstrom inside his own blue line. Gives it to Kennedy. Kennedy to Kelly. Gets around Applin, and then it's backhanded out by the Red Wings. Lindstrom. Right in on goal. Kincaid leaves it for McKay. 2.5 to go. Feels like overtime now, folks. That went off skate of the Red Wing player. They'll bring it in. It's McKay to Etchegaray. Etchegaray trying to work in. Etchegaray can get much on that. Puck still loose in front of the goal. And finally cleared out by the Blues. Won't be enough for icing. McKay back to get it. Up for Hoyt. He'll tip it in. Goss off the glass. McKay gets it into the corner to Gillard. Under 2 to go. In the middle, Drover. Cody Drover breaking in. Drover on the backhand. Goss stayed with him. Drover still with it. Looking for Applin. Applin has it. Applin behind the goal. Hoyt, rather. Hoyt. Peyton Hoyt dancing around. Still with the puck. In behind for Drover. Langdon. Drover played it back to the point. Nobody there for the Red Wings. And that'll go all the way down the ice. The linesman had called icing, but that was shot down the ice by the Red Wings. And the fans recognize that as well. Cody Drover tried to pass the puck from below the goal line to his point man who wasn't there. And the officials are going to get together. And I hope they get this one right, guys. Faceoff should come to center. I noticed immediately the linesman put his arm up, and I'm thinking, no, this is not going to end well. There we go. Give the officials credit. They get together and get the right call. Blues control the faceoff. Just over a minute left. Smith brings it in over the blue line. Had it taken away by McKay. Lucas McKay, the defenseman. Into the corner he goes. Blues clear it. They hit some of the snow over by the Red Wings bench. It slowed it up, so no icing into the final minute of regulation time. Lindstrom back at his blue line. For Smith. Smith will clear it in. Pinkston around the boards. Out it comes. Goss. Kennedy. Around the boards. Out in front. Here's a chance for Smith. Shoots. Put it wide. Oh, what an opportunity. Ten seconds to go. Michael Hines leaves it for Hoyt. Over the other side. Brandon Hines. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt with a shot. That's blocked by the defense. And folks, we are going to go to overtime. It'll be a 20-minute overtime, 5-on-5. None of this 3-on-3 stuff. And it'll be a full intermission. We'll have the ice will be cleaned. And we will take a break. What a chance right near the end of the game. About 18 seconds left to go. Liam Smith found the puck on his stick in the high slot and put it just wide. Said the Red Wings were really owning that third period. Shots on goal. After 3 periods, 33-23 in favor of the Red Wings. As they did last night, they controlled the play. Last night, though, they put up 5 goals in the third. Just got the one that they needed to send this one into overtime tonight. All right, 18-minute break. We'll be back with sudden death overtime between the Deer Lake Red Wings and the CBS Baker Flooring Blues here from the CBS Arena, here exclusively on AO.live. Back in a little bit, everyone. Go grab a sandwich, a little beverage. Come back for overtime. right, we are set for overtime. 1-1 tie after regulation. We'll play 20 minutes of sudden death. Next goal wins. The teams are out, the officials are out. We're just waiting a puck drop. I think they're giving it a minute to let some of the water freeze. Wouldn't want this game to end because puck sticks in the water somewhere on the ice. I want to make sure everything is good to go. And it is 5-on-5. Okay, here we go. Lindstrom got a stick on it, and it's center. It's played up ahead. Brought in. Smith had that chance late in the third period. Hodge plays it off the board. Smith knocks it down. Smith has it back at the point. Lindstrom back down for Smith. That's picked off. Langdon drops it back for Hoyt. Hoyt down in the corner, trying to center it. It went off Lindstrom's stick. Drover to Clairot. Went up in the air and sits in behind the goal, and the Blues have it. Hodge couldn't play that off the boards. Sent back in by Robinson. Jenkins leaves it for Lindstrom. Off the glass and out. Stopped by Robinson. Robinson to Clairot, and that is offside. Puck comes to the near boards. Goss has it. Shot in by Kelly. Up along the boards. Moody battling for it. Down below the goal line. Nixon got to it. CBS player went down. Fans wanted a penalty there. Here's Goss back at the point. Puts it towards the goal. It's knocked down. Brandon Hines along with brother Michael. Hines with a shot. Went off of Goss to the far corner. Michael Hines went down. And then he knocked down the CBS player. Fans react. Here's Kelly. Kelly breaking in. Kelly with a shot. Blocked by the defense. Down the ice, Lindstrom going back to get it. No icing. Wall down into the corner. Connors following up on it. Back at the point, Lindstrom, big battle in front of the goal. Wall, he gets hit. Etchegary can't get it out. Lindstrom put it towards the goal. It went off a skate to the far boards. Lindstrom finds Connors. He'll shoot it in. Hodge going in there with Pinkston. Hodge gets body position. He's in there first. Hodge back up top. Shot blocked. Still kept inside the blue line. Now it'll come out. Goss sends it back in. Pinkson was knocked down and slow to get up. Defenseman for the Red Wings. It's a turnover. Blues have it. Can't shoot it. Ryan, that one off his stick to the far boards. Hoyt has got it. Hoyt goes down. They're going to let him play. And there's a hit. The puck came out over the blue line. Hodge looking for it off the boards. Drops it back to Goss. Goss to Ryan. Ryan with a chance. Ryan is poke checked. Comes to the side of the goal. Hodge looking for it. Back up to Dower. Can't get a shot through. Lindstrom has it. Lindstrom. His shot just missed short side. Applin. Again kept in by the Blues. Kennedy will keep it in. Langdon has it now for the Red Wings. To Hoyt. Lifts it through center. That's broken up. Nice play by Kennedy. Kennedy will go into forecheck. The defenseman. In there against Applin. Back up to Moody. Back in behind the goal. Kelly. Good start in the overtime for the Blues. Kennedy. Fans yelling at him to shoot. Can't get it through. That one just over the top of the net. Clairot able to move it out. Gets it to Hoyt. Hoyt back to Clairot. Pass was in his skates. Kelly with a good move. Kelly's got Wall with him. Shot knocked down by Applin. Brandon Hines puts on the brakes. Across. Coffey could get the shot free. It came in front of the goal and then cleared. Kept in by Gillard. Wall couldn't get away. Goss down in the corner. Great action here in the overtime. About 5.5 minutes in. Kelly sends it in. Kincaid out to play it. Kincaid, a little trouble with it, but manages to get it to his defenseman, Gillard, who gets it to center. That hit the linesman. Connors has it. Jack Connors, Gillard. Couldn't get it out. It'll be kept in on the far side by Kennedy. Back in deep. Gillard with it. Off the boards, looking for Hoff. Connors got there first. Back to Gillard. And there's a hit. Puck goes down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against the Red Wings. They tried to sneak a change in. Referee was on it quickly. The face-off will be in the Red Wings' end.
Let's get loud!
That shot wide. It'll come out over the blue line. Kennedy over here to Lindstrom. Nick Lindstrom sends it in. Smith trying to hold it with his skate. He's got it. Up along the boards, and Clairot will come away. Here come the Red Wings. 3 across. Clairot to Hoyt. Hoyt with a shot. Stopped by Jenkins. Rebound. Cleared to the boards. Ryan's got it. Knocked off his stick. Back comes Drover. Drover one-on-one with Goss. Drover. Goss stayed with him. Hodge with it. Hodge. Lost it. Michael Hines plays it in. That shot missed. Comes back to McKay. McKay with a shot. Knocked down by Ryan. Ryan will bring it out for the Blues. To Nixon. Nixon with a shot. That's stopped by the defense. Nixon played it back. Langdon's got it. Gets rid of it at center. Hoyt getting to it first. Puck goes up in the air. Bounces down in front of the goal, and Kennedy will take it. Kennedy up ahead, picked off. Blues on it. Kelly cutting towards the goal. Takes it in around behind. Into the corner. Had it taken away. Blues keep it in. Shot right on goal. Stopped by Kincaid. Nixon in there looking for it. Robinson. Brandon Hines with it. To Clairot. Michael Hines. Back to Applin with a shot. Safe. They score! On the rebound. The Red Wings celebrate. They have taken both games on the road here at CBS. Young Ryan Applin took the shot. The rebound was there, and it was put home. Here it is. This is Clairot. Hines will drop it back. Applin steps into it. The rebound is there. And I think it's, well, I'm not sure. Hoyt was there, as was Clairot. But either way, it is a 2-1 win for the Deer Lake Red Wings, and they have taken a pretty good stranglehold now, winning 2 on the road here in CBS. And the fans clear out. I don't know if I've seen an arena clear faster after a goal than what we're seeing right now. This was a heck of a game here tonight. I know the fans going home, most of them disappointed. A lot of Red Wings fans here. They're quite happy. But we did see a terrific hockey game. All right, so 2-0 for Deer Lake now in this Herder series. 2 games to none. Series now switches to Deer Lake, and we will have those games for you next weekend here on AO.live. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, if necessary. And we invite you to join us then. So on behalf of our crew here this weekend here in CBS, last night, Nathan Edwards doing the camera. Steve Clark on the camera for us tonight. Steve Power helping out with color commentary in yesterday's game. Again, we invite you to join us next week, next Friday. Good Friday in Deer Lake. My name is George Scott, folks. Have yourselves a great night, and we'll see you again next Friday.